Please all rise. The court is now in session. Judge Daniel Arevalo now presiding. You may be seated. Are all parties present?
The case of the Daniel Gonzalez and Juan Moreno. Your Honor, I am Daniel Gonzalez, for the prosecutor. My learning friend Juan Moreno represents the accused.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. Please, clerk, read the charge. Please rise and hear the charge. Mr. Urrego, you are charged that on or about murder. How you say you discharge? Do you plead guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you wish to make an opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor. I want to start giving my best regards to the jury and the all present today. We are from the horrible crime. A young boy, probably injured from himself and fall in love, killed the boyfriend of his lover. He accused the victim of violence against Anna. But I want to remember to the jury and to you, Mr. Judge, that every John has the right to life in our blessed country. Mr. Urrego took a wide and right to the Mr. Guzman, a young man who maybe have dreams and just maybe cold and vain and grand larger cause and student to the defense people of the country. Well, I want to every John in court have that fact in mind because what all of you if they will if we forgive this crime against a good man that justing in the best for his lover country. Thank your honor.
And now, Mr. Moreno, do you wish to make an opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning to everyone in this court. After listening to the statement of our dear prosecutor, I'm surprised to his pretty and good-looking words, don't you? Makes me fun to hear how ensure that my client is guilty without we have finished the trial. Please, Mr. Gonzalez, don't try to impress our jury with that nice words. In the other hand, we have the death of Mr. Guzman. That clearly it's a tragedy. But Mr. Guzman wasn't the person who described Mr. Gonzalez. Mr. Guzman was a young man with terrible anger problems. Many people can share this, and everyone knows that he hadn't have the best relationship with Miss Mejia. Also, they had many hard discussions. So, don't you think that person with all the problems of personality couldn't have a lot of enemies that want to murder him? My client is not a violent person, and he doesn't have criminal records. He's a brilliant student that loves Miss Mejia like a friend, no more. That's all, Your Honor. Thank you.
Now for the DA's case, Mr. Gonzalez, please proceed.
Yes, your honor. The prosecutor calls Ana Mejia witness one to the stand.
First, will you state your name to the court, please?
Ana Mejia.
Now, do you swear the evidence you shall give this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
I do.
Where and who were you with the day that Andres Guzman has murdered?
Well, I was with him until 10 o'clock when we arrived at my place, and I tried to text him, but his phone was off.
Do you anyone who could have any reasons to hurt Andres?
My friend Juan never really liked Andres, but I never thought he would be capable of something like this.
These are all the questions I have of the witness, your honor.
Thank you. Now, the defense wants to cross-examine the witness.
What kind of things did Juan tell you about Andres?
He was always complaining about me and Andres. He said he wasn't good for me and that I have to leave him.
And why do you think Juan would say those things about him?
He thought Andres was abusive just because he hit me once 1 year ago.
Those are all the questions I have to make to the witness, Your Honor.
That is the case for the prosecutor, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Gonzalez. Now, the defense, please begin.
The defense calls Laura Garcia to the stand.
First, will you state your name to the court, please?
Laura Garcia.
Now, do you swear the evidence you shall give this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
What was your opinion about Anna's boyfriend?
I thought that he was kind of crazy. He was always mad and yelling at someone, especially Anna. And I just didn't like him.
And what about her friend Juan?
Actually, I never really met him, but he never seemed like a violent person.
These are all the questions I have of this witness, Your Honor.
Now, does the DA want to cross-examine the witness?
Miss Garcia, you have to ask that Andres, the person that was murdered, was abusive and even violent to Anna, right?
Yes, that's what I think.
However, did you ever talk to the police or any other authority about that abuse against your friend?
No, I only tried to talk to her, but she never let me or anyone else accuse him. So she said he was going to change, and I believe her.
Those are all the questions I have of this witness, Your Honor.
That is the case for the defense, Your Honor.
Now, before we get to the closing statements, the court will take a recess of 10 minutes, okay? Please all rise. This court is now in session again.
Honorable jury, after we listen all the witness, we can confirm my opening statements. Mr. Guzman was a violent person who hit his girlfriend, and my client is not a violent person. Maybe yes, my client didn't have the best relationship with Mr. Guzman, but it doesn't mean that he murdered him. My client doesn't have criminal records and have an exemplary behavior. Thanks for your attention.
I want to remember all the jury on the right that the makes great is nothing. The rights to life. Everyone have the right to live and unfortunately Mr. Guzman lost this right. No, I didn't lose the right. In the he snapped up from him. Mr. Urregos lost for Miss Mejia. Was evident this made him have lost and them gross. He could not stand the relationship between Anna and others. Susan murdered Mr. Guzman. Thanks.
Mr. Urrego, you have been found guilty of murder, and I sentence you to 10 years in prison. This court is now adjourned.